Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the Lavender Overhang, where in the last episode we started on the monstrosity that is going to be our housing complex, and I've just realized that we have made a mistake, so we're going to have to undo to redo some of the stuff in there. We also have the water drain that we put in here that they are still working at. We have the tower of storage for our dirt over here. And then we completed digging out the root cellar. We got a ladder going down to there, and we have completed that digging out, but we still have to build all of the warehouses. We only got a couple of them in there. Some carrot ones because we realized they had stopped picking any carrots because we were out of space for them. So we've got that going on. We also set up some area down here that is going to get an extension to our water area when they get there. So there's some dynamite to blow out there, some things to build, and we've got that on the go. We did throw in some more tanks up here that they will get to when they get to for more extract. And I think that is all we have planned at the current moment. I do realize we are running out of scrap metal up here, and we need a lot of it in order to be able to make all the metal needed for all of these platforms. Oh, I forgot we put in a lot of dynamite as well, both here and down here. So we've got all of that going. Let's get our beavers going. We are about to end the last drought, which is good. We still have almost 6k water, so I am not at all unhappy with that. We did get in these floodgates here, which will now open when open completely when we get our water back, and these guys will only work when we are in a bad time or a drought period, which is good. I no longer have to think about those at all. Yippee-ki-yay. This guy over here is still good. Those are all gonna start. We got that at 1.7. That's at 6.5. So there we go. Water is coming back. So our little beavers are running through there. We do have... Oop! Oh! We already flooded. We are literally 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the episode, and we already flooded. So for those of you who enjoyed the flooding, there you go. First of the episode. All right. But why does it feel like we are going a little bit higher than we were before? Which doesn't make much sense to me. But it's all right. It's okay. We got a little dynamite we're going to deal with right there too. So they should be working on all of this. I think that is the thing with the highest priority. And like I said, we did make a bit of a mistake. So we are going to have to come through here and fix this. Oops. Sorry for the loud noise. I just knocked over a pile of stuff on my desk. We're going to have to come through and fix this because we are in need of some of the impermeable floors underneath of all of this stuff. So we're gonna have to come through here, and the things that I had put in here that did not have impermeable floors, we've got to do that first. Oh, I guess those were good. Oh goodness. It's all right. It's okay. Does anyone else notice how the volume on the environmental volume disappears when you See? When you're like in that little menu, it just disappears. Okay, it looks like that is all good. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Okay, so we had originally, when we were looking at what we were going to do here, gone ahead and built that. And they are still building from underneath, since they can, which is just fine. They're all getting wet fur as they do that, which is a good thing. Very, very good thing. Alrighty, so we do have 10 jobs that are unaccounted for. We have 4 empty beds, we have 4 baby beavers, and we're up to 46 adult beavers. So we are getting there. Let's go ahead and put in these impermeable floors. Because pretty much all of this is gonna need it. I'm gonna just do kind of like where we need for housing, I guess, at the moment. All right, so that we can continue our monstrosity. Then we got to put in our big houses again. There we go. Then we need some more platforms. Right, and then we can put those stairs back. All right, we do, though, need to get some more metal, because we are going to start running out of that. So I'm going to open that guy. What does it take for us to build a mine? As soon as we build a mine, we are going to have injured beavers like no tomorrow, though. So that is a problem. I think 200 treated planks, 350 gears, and 250 logs. And once again, we lost our sound with the building of that. Oh, we did end up, somebody did hop into there. Very good, very nice. Did we ever get anyone in our builder's hut? No. No, we did not. We have 0 empty beds now. We have 7 baby beavers. And we are slowly getting jobs taken care of. All right, they cannot get to that metal. And we already determined we cannot get to that without getting rid of this. So I think we are going to have to empty that so that we can get a stairwell in there. And then this guy, we can pop priority on that, and then they can get that. And then I think we can raise the level of that. Right now, oh, drought. We're going to get another drought. Thank goodness. I like droughts better than the bad tides. Okay. That's empty already? Goodness. Let's go ahead and delete that guy. And we can put in a stair there then. And pop priority on that one. And then looks like we're going to have to delete that guy. Be gone. All right. That guy is still working. Slowly but surely. Okay. We did not on the last round work on shoring up the water supply. So I think we might need to make sure we do that this time. We are at 6.2k water, which is, whoo, that's a lot of water. But if we close things up and let it backwash out the other side, we'll probably flood some stuff, but hey, we will be able to top off all of this. And it's going to be one of those cases where we kind of, can we inch this up without, that wasn't inching, that wasn't inching. That was definitely not inching. Are we gonna flood we're flooding everything again. It is the flooding episode. Let me take that down 0.9 and make that work. All right. We've got 0.5 days. I'm gonna close that one. Right. Let's go ahead and close that one. Did we get this full up? We did, as close as we're getting to full. And woo, okay. That was a little bit of a jerk. All right. Did these ones close this time? Yes, we got those ones closed. Okay, good to go. Good to go. Now we can forget about that for a little bit. While we were dealing with that, those are closed. That one's still going. That gives us 6 beavers that now went into the workforce, taking down our number of jobs that were available. We still don't have anyone in the builder's hut though. So where did they all go? That is what I would like to know. We still only have 4 in there. Ooh, that makes such a noise. I don't think I've ever paid attention to that before. We still have 2 guys in there. Where are they all hiding? So it looks like that was an 18-day drought. And, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, they're waiting for all those impermeable. Okay, let's come back in here, and we need that. We need that, that, and that. And then we also need to put in the staircase that's on the front here. And we forgot this one. Everybody else, nope, this one over here doesn't have a staircase either. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. I know I'm a little saucy today. It is after work for me, and it has been a very long work week. For my second week back on the job after 11 months off due to a work injury. So it has been a little rough. And I'm feeling a little saucy tonight. But I want to get this episode done for you guys. So you'll just have to deal with the saucy tonight. All right. So what else can we get up to while we're waiting for this? This is a lot of material that we have left laying on the floor. And of course we can't see it because it's underneath of all of that. So let's try and pick that up. They do need to get down into there. Oh, that's strange. I'd never noticed that it did that before. Okay. So it's our impermeable floors on top of that? Or is it? No, that's gotta be the... It's gotta be the warehouse. That's strange. Alright. Did we ever get... No, we did not get our... potato and carrot storage completed. We are asking way too much of our poor little beavers to do all at the same time. So we kind of are, we are asking for it. We are asking for it. Okay. So what else can we get set up here? We already put in the mine, which I actually think I want to make medium priority. I know. If we put too many things in, it's going to be difficult to do it. We need to figure out some more storage for the mine area. We've got a couple of options. We need to decide, are we putting in a bad water rake or not? And if we are, then we have the possibility of just completely... So if we stick this puppy in here... Where are we gonna come out? Is that down? Yeah, that's down one. But we would be able to remove that and put it up higher. Make them just come out over there. So we could put that. Yes, we want that. That means we would also need to start quarantining off this area. And if that's the case, we probably want to come like right across here. With some levees right straight across to that point and just funnel the bad water that we are keeping all the way out, because it can run these guys. We will lose power, unfortunately, and we don't really have a good way to replace that other than the windmills. So that means we need to think about, do we want to expand the windmill farm in order to make that doable? Which we certainly could do. We could just bring up a bunch of platforms and continue this up. We could platform over here and expand this way. We could also terrain over here and expand this way. But I think the next thing we should probably work on is expanding the food options. Oops. And I'm thinking if we use the natural terrain blocks and connect into these pillars, we should be able to put in a potato crop down here. That would mean that this would be kind of like obsolete and we wouldn't have to worry about it dying every time we had a drought or a bad tide. I am not 100% certain on how to do that though. I think if we came up, like, it will let us build there. How much space do we need in order to get a ladder? Oh, we could put terrain right there. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. How far out can we come? Oh, it's not going to let me put there. So if we put a platform there, is it going to let me do it? I wonder. So that's too high. So if I put a platform, like right there, and then put terrain on top of it, would it let me... Ooh, it does. It does. I don't know that I want to do that, but it does let us do that. So let's think about this a little bit more. Yes, I want to delete. I want to delete that as well. Oh, not the farmhouse. I didn't mean to delete the farmhouse. Oh, no. Okay. Let's see. Can we actually... We actually can make this better. If we put, bink. Well, that kind of sucked. We put that in there, right? And we're going to have to pop priority on that because we need that guy back. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. So if we come... If we come off of... Ooh. If we come off of that... That would allow us to terrain. How far out will it let us go? Oops, that's not exactly what I meant to do. I don't like the oh, it won't let us do any more there. I don't like the okay, so we kind of... It won't let us go there. All right, can we just come down a few levels? Yeah, that works. Oh, we're gonna run into the... All right, so right there's a problem. So if that's the case, can we... Let's go down one more so I can see... Can we put in an overhang? Shrunk? Can we do that? Now let's go back up. Look at how far out that gets us. Can we now... Okay, if we come off of this guy. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. But it wants to come off of. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. Okay, how far? Oh man, like right there. Okay, coming this way, it's only gonna let us go that far. But okay, can we? What is the big platform? I wonder if we could use the 5x5 metal platform. Like if we put one of those like in the middle here, would that let us cover more space? So like if we put him, I don't really want him to overhang the. All right, we have to get rid of a plant in here, but if we put that puppy like right in here somewhere so that it's not overhanging the river. It would have to go back one more, I think. So it's not overhanging the river. Would that let us get all the way over to here? Or would it just be a better idea to put some... I think it would be a 3. Yeah. Which means that we need a 2. If we did a 2 there, and a 2 there, and then did a 6, and a 6, is that gonna get us what we want? Think. All right, come on. We're attempting to get to here. No, we need to go up one more. Oh, do we want to come all the way out like that? I don't think we do. I think we want to keep it within the pillars. Then does that mean we can... So we need to figure out where the next, like, set of overhangs needs to go. And then we also need to figure that out over here. So if we just did... I know, this is not optimal. Oh, I think we'll leave him open to the elements. Oops, not there. We'll leave him in his little alcove there. All right, right there's where we... And there. Okay. We start to lose our ability. If I come here, will you let me expand? Please? No. Okay then. Let's go ahead and put one there and maybe... Let's see, if we do a 6 this way, can we... we would need a single right there. Oh my, look at that. Look at that. The only thing is it gonna let us put... It is. It is. Happiness and joy, happiness and joy. Okay, you know what? I think that's probably not going to be in our best interest. But what the heck? We still need to figure out that right there. Okay, if we take out... Okay, it shows you what's it's gonna delete, which is kind of cool. So if we've got... Oh, I kind of don't like that. If we could move this guy back too, that would put this guy here. So if we did a 2 here with it on and a 2 there with it on, then we could come and let me that guy. Okay. If we go from, I know not exceedingly necessary, if we go from right here, then we could smack dab in the middle right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives us 3. 1, 2, 3. And then right there, that should give us 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. What did I do? You know what? I can't count today. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. I don't know what am I counting? I don't know what I'm counting, but we're going to do one that way and we're going to do one this way. And let's see if that does the trick. And where does that line up over here? Does that mean we could put in a bing, bang, boom? And then a, nope, it would have to be a 5. Right there. Yes, I like that better. Okay, so let's, I know I just said this is not aesthetically pleasing. And then proceeded to make it aesthetically pleasing. Let's go, what did we just say? We need this one to go that way. And this one to go that way. And now let's see if that gives us enough coverage to come on. This is a little bit fiddly to place. And I'm probably doing this all wrong for, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay, now over here's our other fiddly spot. Ooh, okay, oops. Not even paying attention. Not even paying attention. Let's make sure everything opened. How are we doing on all of this stuff? We're doing quite well. Look at all those platforms they got in. How cute. How nice. That is a lot of platforms. It didn't look like we had that much done, but they're all underneath of the, whatchamacallit. So that's why. All right. Back underneath of here. Let's, because everything seems to have opened on all the fun things. Very good, very nice. We do have 2 open beds again. We're back up to 12 jobs that are unfilled. We are at about the halfway mark of the episode, a little bit more. There we go. Let's see that again. Okay, so we've got a platform. Was it there? Where do we have a platform? Let's go down one more. Not quite far enough. One more. Okay, so we've got platform there, platform there. We were able to reach all the way over to here with that one. This one's going that way. This one's going that way. Can we... We've got to go up to see that one. Do we want to make this shorter and put in another... let's see, that's a 2. So if we put a 2 there and then we put in a... That's a 6. We need 7 altogether, so it would have to be a... No. That one. I want that one. Take that out. I know. Not necessary, but we're doing it. We're going there. We are going to need to make a entrance to this area, so we'll have to think about that too. Let's do, nope, we need a 4 and a 3. Wait, did I just miscount? I thought that was a 6. Do we need a 3 and a 3? No, I was right. What did I do? Did I put in a 5? That is conceivable. All right, so now if we match this on the other side, we can do a... Woo, okay. Thank you, game. We can do like right here and right here, right? Yes. Beautimous. And honestly, we've got a ladder system right in here that if we make our dirt come right up to there, they'd be able to walk on from up here and down into storage as well. Woo, hi. Oh, another drought. Another drought. Should we flood everything again? Should we flood everything again? Okay, let's get these. This was a 3. 3. 4. I can't see them because we are not high enough. There we go. Now, I think we're going to run into a problem here. I think we're not going to be able to still use this middle. So if we do... Oh, oh. Oh, I made that too tall. Why didn't anyone say anything? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little feisty today. We need a right there, right? Let's use the thing that this was meant for. Right there. Not a 2. We need a 3. And then we need a 4. Perfect. Lines up all nice and pretty. Right here is going to be a problem though. So what are we going to do about right there? Do we want to... I don't really want to, but we could conceivably take out a little bit of the field to put in a bigger platform because I don't think we are going to get all the way over to here. Let's see here. Oops, did I just do that again? Where did I put that? I don't know where I put that. Right there. Right there's our problem spot. Okay. So I think we're gonna need to put in, if we, where does that line up? Can we come straight? We take that guy out. That's right in line. Let's go ahead and rip his ever little head off. And then over here, will we be able to get all the way to the wall is my question. Yes. Sweet. Perfect. All right, and then that guy, we need to pop priority on. All right, we have 0.4 days. Hold on. Pause. Pause, pause. I want to, swink. 0.9. Not that one. This is gonna go up. We lost all of our sound again. I don't know why it's doing that. That's so strange. It didn't used to do that when you paused. And then we will go ahead and 0.9. That one's at 8.5. This one is close. Let's actually put it at 0.9. There we go. Okay. It didn't used to shut the sound off completely. When you pause the game. I don't know, because listen, all sound gone. Must be part of the new environmental sound change that they were making. All right. Good to go. Good to go. Look at how good they're doing over here. Did we prioritize these ones here? I can't tell. It looks like we did. Yes, we did. It's just the way we put them in there. And then they've got to make all of the impermeable floors too. All right, we are up to 50 adult beavers with 4 empty beds. That's kind of craziness. Do we have builders now? We do have builders. Woohoo! We do not have extra people. Otherwise, I would go ahead and add that. But we'll just leave it as is. We only have 4 empty jobs. We did kick all of the beavers out of the pumping area, though. So that's one of those things. All right, that is closed. All right, let's go back to our project of this episode and come back down. Up one. There we go. Did they? Yes, they did. They got rid of that guy. Okay, so what do we need there? That needs to be a 1 and then the platform. So let's go in and put 1 platform. And then I think if we just do a 6 straight across here, which I know is going to leave us with the weird, if we come down 1 more and then we look at that platform, it's going to leave us with a little bit of a gap between that and the wall. But honestly, I don't think anyone's going to notice it. All right. Oh, no, no, no. You gotta be kidding me, right? Oh, maybe. Oh, no. No, you're joking. You're joshing. You're telling me. Ay vey. All right, let's take these out. And those out. Yeah, you. You are the bane of my existence. Okay, let's... I sounded like a dog there for a second. Sorry about that. Okay, and then we were going to put some more of those in there. Let's pop priority on that guy. All right. And then we are going to need a couple of farmhouses up here. Let's go up. How much space do we have? Oh, actually, we have quite a bit of space. We have quite a bit of space. Oh, it's done. Now let's try this again and see if this will let us work it. Oh, come on. Yes! We've done it! Okay. How far over does our overhang come over here? Do we want to match to that curve? Honestly, I don't think we do. I kind of like the thought of it being like that. But I do think I want one there. All right. Then, let's go back down for a second. We're going to need at least 2 farmhouses. And I'm thinking, where do we want to put them? Maybe just one here and then one here. Let's see here. Food. We would need the food building. Okay. Let's go down, please. So if we put one over here, he gets all the way to there. Maybe like that. And then if we put one over here, like that. So that gives us and this gives us so we've got this whole section in the middle where we are double covered. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. I suppose. I wonder, can we get away with? No, I think that's good. And then if we plant this all, oh, it's not going to let me do it, is it? Because it's not technically there. We'll have to wait until it's done in order to plant that. But if we plant all of that with potatoes, that gives us a very nice section of potatoes. We should get all of this hydrated because it's touching all of the walls except for right here, which if we need to, we could bring this out another block, I think, without a problem. Let's try that. Oops, no. That was where I wanted it. No. Oh, no. Nope. Not where I wanted you. There we go. And then we do this. Now, I think that should technically mean that even though we're touching there and there, we might have a little bit of a spot there maybe in here that doesn't get hydrated. And if that's the case, we could always conceivably put in a pillar somewhere in here that touches the top of the roof up into this area. And that should theoretically make it all kosher. That's kind of cool. We could have actually gone up one more level, I think. But I don't want to go through all of that again. So I think we're going to call it good. Now, our other option, our other thing we need to think about is, do we want to, we can't do that. We can't put levees around there because we'd have to actually put it here. And I don't want to do that. So no. This whole edge could, because of the platforms, could become, except for right there, that doesn't have platforms. All right. I'm going to call that good. All right. How are they coming up here? We're doing well. Look at, they got all of those in. How are we doing on metal? Metal is not super great. We're going to have to get this mine in. That is definitely going to have to be addressed. We need him to take that out. So I think we're going to have to pop priority on that. And then we can put in... We can put in a path here to there. And then did they get this one in? Yes, we can put in a path there. And then our metal guy from up here could come down here when he's done. All right, we are back up to 9 jobs. We're down to 46 beavers. Which, it's okay. We'll live. Now, let's see here. Can I deprioritize a few of these? Not really without causing some issues, I think. We're going to end up with... how are we going to do this again? I forgot. This needs to go like this. This needs to go like this. 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 That. Why won't you... Oh, there's already a path on there. Can't put a path where there's already a path. That. And then this is going to come out to here. Very good. Very nice. Oh, wait a second. We didn't block... No, we didn't block. I was like, oh no, did we block our water access there? But no. No, we did not. All good. I'll get in the hood. All right, so that gets us like that. Very good, very nice. So all those metal blocks that we need for all of that. What do we have prioritized on it? We just have the things that are for the housing. We're also gonna need these guys and this whole inner ring. All of that. And then I guess we could do these guys too. We'll make that kind of like the priority for the moment. We don't really need the next tier's stuff yet. Because that's a whole nother can of worms. Okay, so I think if I remember correctly, these all have to go like this. We are so far ahead in our planning that, uh-oh, right there. That's a problem. We're going to have to move this guy. So I'm wondering, do we just come over here and put in another pylon? Can we use the... No. All right, so I'm thinking, why don't we do this? Because we're gonna have, oh, let's take that off. It's a little difficult to see with. We're gonna have a whole bunch of, oh, that's way down there. How are we gonna do this? Let's see here. Could we just do... We're going to do this anyways. Right. Can we put a pylon on top of an impermeable floor? So if we say, build this one next, then we put an impermeable floor on it, and we say, build that next. Then can we put a pylon on it? Where is it? Paths. We can. All right, and then we'll have to jog it. We'll bring it over from there to here. And then I think that to that is going to be too far of a jog, so we'll probably need to keep that guy. We'll wait until that's built, and then we will add a connection there. And then on too many connections, yeah, we'll disconnect that right there. And then that'll let us continue our Tower of Greatness. I hadn't planned a zipline station in there, so we'll have to come up with a mega zipline station somewhere in there. Okay. Very good, very nice. I'm liking how this is coming along. All right. I didn't even pay attention to how long that last drought was, so yeah. We are at the 57-minute mark, though, for this particular episode. So I think, I mean, you've kind of seen where my thought process is going. I want to put something out to you guys. Do you want to continue watching me, like, set up something and then let it build in the background while we set up the next thing? Or would you rather me do a time lapse and see the thing built? I know this is kind of more like how you would normally play. Like, you would set something up and then go do something else while it built that thing, even on these big things. So do you want to continue to go that way? Go down in the comments and let me know what your thought process is on time lapses. If you'd like to see a time lapse, if you'd like to, you know, have me set up these projects and then run a time lapse, that's what I'm looking to find out. All right. I know that was kind of very long-winded there. I'm sorry. All right. So what we did today was set that up. We fixed the problem we had here. We are going to end up with a whole nother potato crop up here. In fact, we might put some sunflowers and potatoes up there. That is going to, like, not quite double what we have for potatoes, but it would make it quite a bit more. That would also mean that we would be able to turn this up here into some of the food trees, the chestnuts, and that sort of thing. We also could think about, this might be a spot where we could, probably not. I was going to say, we still don't have any of the aquatic food farms. So that's another thing we need to think about. Do we want to create an overhang and just build an aquatic food farm on it? That's another thing we need to look into. So anyways, that is where I'm going to leave it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the sauciness today. And once again, I apologize if you found that a departure from my normal demeanor in a recording, but hey, just the way I am today. So we will see you in the next one. All right. Bye.